Merry meet, my dear soul. Welcome to your tarot reading for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this reading finds you in this moment of love and harmony. Now, in today's tarot reading, we are going to be looking at your twin flame relationships energy. We're going to be seeing what's going on, what's happening, and we're just going to be reading the energies at this very moment. And in the extended tarot reading, we are going to be gathering some advice from Spirit as to how you can navigate from what we are seeing today. So I am going to just start off by telling you what I see. And I am not one to sugarcoat my readings, but I am picking up on this energy from your twin flame. I feel like your twin is currently refusing to see the truth. Okay, I see that your twin has a lot of pride at the moment, and the energy that I'm picking up is like they're kind of fighting this, but I'm seeing that more and more the sun begins to shine brighter and brighter. So it's like your twin flame is in this energy of wanting to close their eyes. They want to close their eyes on this connection. They don't want to see their faults. They don't want to take accountability or responsibility of how they've acted. But I'm seeing that your twin flame is beginning to realize that they have their fair share of mistakes that have transpired in this connection. So the interesting thing is your twin flame is starting to realize this, but it's like they're trying to fight this energy off. They're trying to fight this truth. They're trying to fight off these thoughts, and they're trying to count them as intrusive thoughts. They're trying to blame it on them missing you. But I do feel that the sun is shining its light on the truth. Look at what you have here. You have the Ace of Swords. So I want you to know, Divine Soul, that the truth will always prevail, okay? The truth will always prevail. And I want you to affirm this message, okay? I want you to affirm. You can maybe type it down in the comments or something, or just write it down on your journal, but say that the truth shall prevail. You have the Horned One. This is also known as the Devil card in traditional tarot. And with this card, I do feel like, your twin is trying to resist a certain transformation. Your twin is trying to resist a certain truth. And I feel like this is the reason why they're in this stuck energy. And another thing that I'm picking up on right now, I feel it in the beat of my heart. I feel like you tend to get really anxious, or you just feel a really different energy whenever your twin flame thinks about you. And it's just like a sudden burst of maybe like anxiety, or maybe like you're panicking or something like that. There's a certain energy that you tend to pick up on throughout your day, and this usually happens at like the most random times. It's not when you're feeling sad about your twin. It's mostly when you're enjoying yourself. It's mostly when you're having a good time, you're not thinking about your twin flame. That is when you get that sudden pang, and that is confirmation that your twin flame is currently thinking about you. They're trying to connect with you on an energetic level, okay? Oh my goodness, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, let me tell you something about this Queen of Cups. Your twin knows that you have so much love to give. Your twin knows that you have an abundant amount of love to give. You have pure, unconditional, raw, and truthful love. And your love is so divine and so incomparable. Your love is unmatched, okay? And it's like your twin kind of wants to take that from you at this moment that they are currently struggling with. Now, the interesting thing is I'm kind of sensing a dynamic here. Yes, you have the Five of Swords. This dynamic is perhaps the way that it went, the way that your twin flame relationship went down in the past, where your twin flame would try to hide or depend on the love that you provided for them. Okay? So it's like they had their own shadows to face, but when they were with you, because you would love them, you would nurture them, you would care for them, they didn't feel the need to confront those shadows because they knew that, you would always make them feel good. And now that I'm seeing that, this energy of your twin flame, where it's like they're now that they have to face the truth on their own, now that they have to face their shadows on their own, they are struggling, because they've never really had to do that before, because you were always there to love and support them and accept them for who they are. But now that they're alone, they're starting to realize oh no, maybe I need to change this about myself, or maybe I do need to heal, or maybe I do need to work on this and that. But the thing is, they're alone now, and they are not getting your energy. You are keeping your energy to yourself, and your spirit guides want you to continue keeping your energy to yourself. And I'm not saying, you should become a bitter person, or you should not give love to the rest of the world. No, that is not the case, okay? I just want to clarify that. You have so much love to give, but your spirit guides want you to have better discernment as to where and who and what you pour your love into, because your love is precious. Your love is divine. Your love is magical, okay? So I do see that your twin flame kind of left you feeling confused about this whole situation. Your twin flame left you feeling confused. It's like, how could somebody who says that they love me and they want to be with me, how could they just leave me like this? How could they do this to me? There is this sense of confusion, almost like a sense of betrayal as well. But I'm seeing that it's time for the scales to come into balance. You have been giving so much of your love, you have been giving so much of your time, your care, your energy to your twin. You are even willing to, you are willing to give everything to your twin. Even the shirt off your back, I'm hearing that you are willing to give that to them. And I'm seeing that, your twin flame needed that giver energy from you. So they were taking and taking and taking. And that was when the scales started to go off balance. And I'm seeing that there's going to be a sudden shift here. There's a sudden shift in the power dynamic between you and your twin. And I'm not trying to say that, you're the one who's going to be taking and taking and taking, but rather there's going to be a balance, an equal give and take in the situation. But the first thing is your twin needs to come into this realization that they have their own things that they need to deal with. They have their own traumas, their own wounds that they need to face. And I see that this is something that they're going to have to do alone. I know that this is going to be a difficult period for you, Divine Soul. You have the Two of Pentacles. It's like you really want to give. You really want to be there for them. You know that this is a difficult journey. You've gone through it. I'm seeing that, you're the type of person who, when you see people struggling, you don't want them to struggle as well, especially when it comes to people that you love and care about. You have learned what it's like. You understand what it's like to face adversity alone. You know what it's like to face hardships, trials, tribulations, battles on your own, and you would never want to see anyone that you love or care about experience the same thing. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Your spirit guides want you to remain vigilant. Your spirit guides want you to hold your power, stand in your power, and be discerning when it comes to giving your energy, your love, and your power away. I know you want to be there for your twin divine soul, but this is a lesson that you both need to overcome. This is a lesson that is going to teach you things about yourself, teaching you how to stand in your power, stand your ground, and it's going to teach your twin flame to be less codependent, okay? And the strange thing is, I do feel like your twin flame is someone who isn't, the clingy type or the dependent type. I do feel like, they come off as someone who likes their independence a lot more, but they're like subconsciously they have this codependence on your energy and your love to help them feel better about themselves. And I feel like this is something they don't even realize yet. You have the Judgment card. This card has been coming up a lot, and I truly feel like your twin flame is going to be coming forward with some sort of realization. I feel like they just want to speak their truth. I feel like they want to maybe give you an apology. I am seeing that, they want to say something to you. Yes, you have the King of Wands. There's also something about lizards. You might want to look up the spiritual meaning of lizards, but I do see that that's something significant. It's the spiritual meaning of lizards. You might want to look that up, Divine Soul, because I feel like it has some sort of message for you. So I am seeing that, your twin wants to come forward with some sort of truth, with some sort of revelation. Yes, you have the Page of Wands. This is confirmation. Your twin has been, trying to find a way to approach you, and they are coming off as this very confident energy. They are coming off as like someone who has it all under control. Again, they want to come off as someone that's independent, but deep down they actually really like need you in their life, okay? Yes, they have a message that they would like to share with you, but they are feeling quite reluctant at this moment. You have the Ace of Pentacles. There is a new beginning that is opening up for you. I see that there's going to be some sort of like celebration. Okay, you are going to be, walking through this like flower arch. So there's some sort of celebration that I'm seeing here. I feel like there is movement forward. I'm also seeing a bridge, and what a bridge symbolizes is, moving from one place to another, reaching a different destination. And I see that you and your twin are going to be moving slowly, okay? But this is going to start with your twin flame, and their current energy right now is, they're really trying to fight. They know what they have to do. But they are resisting. They are kind of like wallowing right now. I feel like they're wallowing in their sadness. I feel, I'm getting a very like, it's like a self-pity kind of thing. Your twin flame is kind of feeling sorry for themselves. They're feeling, like, oh, they can't do anything about it because what's done is done. And so they're just feeling bad. But little do they know that they have what it takes to change the situation. And maybe they even know that, but they just refuse to. Like, they're just too afraid to look into the dark, to face their darkness. And we as human beings, as divine beings, we all have light and dark. There is no escaping or having just one or the other. There needs to be both. And I see that your twin is kind of having a hard time realizing that they need to come to terms with their darkness, with their shadows, in order to free themselves from, this sense of feeling trapped, and so that they can just stop feeling bad for themselves and actually make some solid changes for this connection. And I'm seeing that as soon as they do this, divine soul, you both are going to be walking through this portal. You both are going to be entering this portal that's going to lead you to the next stage of you and your twin flame's journey, of this twin flame relationship journey. And I'm seeing here, divine soul, that you are being called to rest and take it easy. Okay, I'm also sensing that maybe you've been having sleepless nights. You want to you want to go to sleep, you want to not really think about it, but sometimes thinking about all of this, or maybe you're picking up on your twin flame's energy, it just keeps you up at night. And Spirit highly advises you to get some rest, because this is a journey that your twin flame needs to go through on their own. You can't mother or walk your twin, hold your twin flame's hand as they walk through this journey. This is a journey that they need to realize on their own. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's start off with this card. You have the Six of Swords. And I just want to mention that there's a lot of sword energy in this spread. So, this tells me that there's a lot of mental there's a lot to do with the mental space. So, we're seeing that your twin flame is struggling because they have a lot of these thoughts that they're trying to run away from. And you, on the other hand, you're thinking a lot about your twin. You want to help your twin. So there's a lot of I want to use the word mind games. There's a lot of mind games going on right now, just with how all over the place the energy seems. Okay, but I'm seeing that with the Six of Swords, you and your twin flame are going to be moving to a much clearer sea. A much clearer and calmer sea. That is where you and your twin flame are headed in this journey. But it starts with your twin. And remember that power dynamic, that shift in energy that I was talking about earlier, where it's going to be an equal give and take. This is your twin flame reaching that same level that you are currently on, because you have already accelerated through your own personal journey. You are not afraid to see through the dark. You are not afraid to face your shadows. And I feel this is something that your twin has to learn on their own. And they as soon as they get there, as soon as they start doing that, that is when the scales start to come into balance. And that is when, you're going to start seeing some movement, and it's going to be much smoother, calmer movement, and the waters are going to be clear, and it's going to lead you to this Ace of Cups. So this is absolutely beautiful, divine soul. You have the Ace of Cups here. Your twin is learning how to love themselves so that they can love you, because how can you love someone when you can't love yourself? Just like that RuPaul quote, or that RuPaul saying, if you can't love yourself, how in the heck are you gonna love somebody else? So I see that there is a journey here of self-love that you are both going through. For you it's about learning when to stop giving, learning when to draw a clear line, you learning how to prioritize yourself, and you learning your self-worth. And for your twin flame, it's learning how to love themselves, learning how to fill their own cup so that they can fill yours as well. And that is also, that's also, you also fill your own cup. Okay, and then once you both have, once you both can fill your own cups, you both can pour overflowing amounts of love into each other's cups. But the main lesson here is self-love. And so this is the energy that I'm seeing. This is your twin flames energy that I'm picking up on. This is what I am seeing for you, Divine Soul. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, if you would like to join me in the extended tarot reading where we are going to be gathering some advice for what we just saw based on the energies that we read today, I will be leaving the link below. Blessed be.